first test was making it to the vault. Now, your real trial begins. Currently, there is no overseer of Vault 51. Perhaps you will be the one.
That's such a fun trailer.
Such a great trailer.
Can I just say real quick?
Yeah.
It's taken me 2 months to get that song out of my head, and this is the first time I've actually seen that trailer since E3. So big props to the guys backstage for getting me back into therapy.
And now it won't leave your head again for another year.
And it gets pretty intense. We've had some pretty nuts things happen to us since we've been playing this. We've got a bunch of stories for that, but yeah, it is a blast to play. And haha, joke.
Do the nukes thing.
To the nukes.
Do it. No, do it.
Now the nukes. Nukes. I like nukes. Nukes are fun. You can build camps in Nuclear Winter as well, and you can bring blueprints over from 76. So if you build like a crazy camp in 76, you can make a blueprint from it and bring it in Nuclear Winter. And so we have,
Can we get any sort of hint as to what's on the horizon for Nuclear Winter? What's next?
No. The #1 request that you guys have asked for is a change of location.
Yeah, the Morgantown area that we cover here has the highest point inside Appalachia, so it's the tallest spot on the map. You've got the Morgantown Airport, you've got Vault-Tec U, there's all kinds of great areas in there. And then as we've moved the area, the location of the storm has moved across Appalachia, we actually come across new monsters too. So we're gonna be running into the Grafton monster there, which might be showing here in a moment. But there's a huge area of water mass, like there's a big lake in, so if you wanna spawn in the lake and get your rads, you'll mutate into something cool, which in Nuclear Winter, again, you get rad mutations, and they're actually always positive. We hide all the negative effects, so you can turn into something cool at the cost of your other side of your health. But yeah, it is a really fun location, much more urban sprawl, rooftops, jumping around, and we've been playing it right now, and people are really digging it, so that should be coming very soon.
So there is a lot more coming for Nuclear Winter, but you guys definitely haven't forgotten about Adventure Mode. In fact, a little while ago, you announced that Vault Raids would be coming to the game. How will these, yes, thank you. Somebody's very excited. How will these work, and when can players expect this content?
We are finalizing the first vault, which is Vault 94.
The vaults are designed for 4 players. You can solo, duo, triple them as you will if you're a masochist. They're super hard, so just a little more context there. When you go in, you get to choose one of 3 different difficulty levels. The first one, I believe, is called Novice, and you go in. It's still very difficult, don't get me wrong. It's probably a good way to get used to the vault and the puzzles and how to handle it. It's very puzzle-based. You have to figure out the right blend and balance between taking down mobs and opening doors and doing different things. The second 2 levels add a time pressure. The rewards go up. There's internal time pressures minute to minute, but this is a meta time pressure, so you have to do the whole thing in a certain amount of time. And remember, we're inside the vault. It's a great place where legendary spawns, so you're able to farm legendaries in there. You'll get mid rewards halfway through and at the end, so if you fail at the end, you're not totally unrewarded. Obviously, you also get all the loot you gather in there. And at the end, we're rewarding different pieces of armor, and we're going to put a new set piece armor in. You'll see it right there. It's the power armor with all the ferns on it. I call it the potted plant power armor. But it is super used for Nuclear Winter. It's a fun, exciting thing. And once you have the whole set, it gives you an additional bonus. So there's a new mechanic right into the game where we put set bonuses in the game, and you're going to be able to loot them out of the vault raids.
Anybody that's thinking about like storming Area 51, this is good practice. And then you get it out of your system and not do that. So you can
We
do
don't
vault
encourage
raids.
that.
Do not do that, please.
But if you find something, please let us know.
Virtual storming and collecting goodies. So.
We are actively in development of a second vault, I'll be honest. We don't know when it's going to come out exactly, but it will be in the not too distant future.
It's been some time since Vault 76 opened its door. And we all discovered that Appalachia isn't quite what it used to be. We encountered a lot of things. Overcame a lot of things. I don't think any of us expected for people to actually come back.
Are you from that vault? Can you help us?
I love watching people get excited about dialogue trees.
I'm excited
do,
about
yeah.
dialogue
So
trees.
excited.
What can you tell us about this new, completely free update?
It's got NPCs.
I think the #1 requested feature after launch was, where are the NPCs? We want to see humans. So they're here. It took a while to write all that story. I can, having played some of the early play tests, it does dramatically change just the feel of the game. From the moment you walk out of the vault and you're interacting with NPCs to going to a tavern where there's an NPC bartender, I think it changes it a lot for me. I do think we will be leaning into this, going forward with more story, even as people complete this.
One of the minor factions is going to be a cultist of the Mothman. Yeah. So while they're a minor faction,
It's going to be Jess.
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be Jess. And remember that the raiders aren't just like, crazy cannibals. There's those kind of raiders, but the raiders in the settlement are more, they use extreme measures to protect themselves, right? The settlers, we try to dance within shades of gray, not just black and white. So the settlers have their own motivations as well. Some might be nefarious. You'll uncover those throughout the quest. And remember, as I'm sure as you folks all play games and I do, like there's a story I'm telling myself and the story the game's telling me. So this is the element of the game that we wanted to add back in, the story the game's telling you. And that's there with the Overseer quest line and other things within the game. But this is really like you interacting with these NPCs, their motivations, their hopes, their fears, and influencing them, right, through dialogue and your actions. So within the dialogue trees, you will be able to go through them and using your specials, you'll be able to influence how those dialogues play out. But depending on your actions, we are putting a reputation system in, so you'll be able to align yourselves with one faction or the other, or play the middleman and play both, maybe double cross against each other. You'll be able, in fairness, you're not going to ever be locked into one or the other. You will be able to, you won't be making permanent decisions.
How do the dialogue trees work compared to past titles? And also, how will they work with Fallout 76's perk card system?
The attributes you put in your specials will give you more choices or different choices on the dialogue trees. So a character with more perception might have some different options versus another character who's more spec for charisma or for strength even. So that's how we expect it to play. So it should be different depending upon how the special points are allocated across your character. And I can't remember your other question, so.
Well, remember.
Whoa, hey.
Sorry, Europe. Sorry, stream. This isn't the Fallout 4 dialogue system. This is more like Fallout 3, where you have a list of stuff.
All right.
I agree. Like I said, and the combination of the reputation system, the new dialogue trees, I mean, this is going to be a full-fledged RPG. We're super excited. And again, this is just the beginning of that. These are the tools we're building to create all future content as well.
And with the introduction of NPCs and the factions and settlements, will we also see the return of companions?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. So, well, can we talk about it? So, one of our
Where is that
microphones-
coming from?
Oh, what's happening?
There will be companions. We're still iterating exactly on the mechanics of how they're going to work.
And you can definitely romance these companions and go up and down favor with them, depending on, again, your actions within the game and where they're aligned.
Oh, yeah. I like romancing things. In video games.
Can we talk about anything else that's going to be coming with the Wastelanders update, including some of the new weapons that we saw in the concept art that we shared, or some of the new enemies, like that creepy guy from the trailer or anything, or new locations like Crater, which we saw in the teaser?
I'm excited about can I even say what the guys walking on the power armor are?
It's you.
It's me. I can't move. I'm going to sit like this.
Yeah, just sit the whole time, yep.
So.
Here's actually some more concept art of weapons that we're doing. We're doing a whole new Gauss tree, like of weapons, spread of weapons. Yep. Yeah. That guy is the Wendigo Colossus, so he does have a name. And he's the creepiest thing I think we put in the game. We put some creepy shit in that game. More plasma weapons. These are floaters. They're from, if anyone remembers, the original games. They're from the original Fallouts. Yeah. More, sorry, I guess it's sort of weird. We're supposed to be talking over this, not reading from script. But this is, again, more Gauss weapons, more miniguns, the Colossus again. We're also putting, obviously you saw in the trailer, archery and bows. And while that might seem a step back from submachine guns and nukes you can shoot, we're going to put new perks behind that. And so you're going to be able to use that if you're a more stealthy character or a hunter. We're also going to allow you to maybe strap dynamite to arrows and shoot them, which I love because I grew up with Dukes of Hazzard. So yeah.
Go full Hawkeye. Do you have like a time frame or a window that we can share about when we can expect to play Wastelanders?
I won't.
Come by the office. Oh, I'm just kidding.
People take this stuff very
I know.
We are shooting, like I said, for fall, we are targeting November.
We're going to make fast travel to events free. We are going to make the events that are active on the map very visible in the UI. We're doing things like making sure that if you participate in the event, you have a chance to get a reward, as well as making the rewards more predictable. So I think it's a lot of changes around events that the players will like. And it's based directly on feedback that we've collected.
We're calling it perk choosing. What it does is when you get a new perk card and it's a duplicate, we're giving you tickets you can redeem to basically purchase perks with those tickets you get for selecting your own perks. So right now, perks are basically kind of randomized inside Nuclear Winter, but with perk choosing, you get to craft your own deck based on the dupes you get. So that was a big request, and that's going in relatively soon. So people can get to Frog Leg sooner or anything else that they want sooner. So that's one that we're putting in from a quality of life perspective on the Nuclear Winter side.
You can get frog legs.
Great, get frog legs. Although we did nerf frog legs, people asked for that too. Yep. Diminishing returns. It comes, it's all good.
After level 50, around every 50 levels, you guys are going to hold me to this. It's probably going to change. You're going to get, you're going to be able to choose a special that you become legendary in, and then within that special, you're going to have an array of perk cards you can choose from just for that slot that you're then able to level up as well. So and if you're already level 300, you'll get several of these right off the bat. And so you'll be able to get, yeah, it's cool. You'll be able to get new perks, super powerful perks, frankly, and you'll be able to then slot them in and use them on your character. And even cooler, we're adding sort of a new game plus in. You'll be able to go back when you start a new character. You'll be able to then use those perks on the new character as well. So you'll have a leg up in case you want to start a new character. Yeah.
Yep. Very cool.
Now it's set in stone.
That is on.
PTS?
I don't know what that means.
Are there any plans to increase the camp budget?
We are looking at ways to increase the camp budget.
Do you have any news on private servers? Skipping ahead to that question down the list.
What was that?
Any news on private servers?
Oh, yes. They're coming sooner than you think. That's all I'll say.
Welcome.
Will there ever be server-wide event notifications?
Sorry, I could not understand
Server-wide event notifications.
I cannot move.
We have to get the hell off the stage so the Doom can take over.
Yeah, you guys are waiting for Doom, right?
Thank you guys for
Awesome.
joining us
Thank you.
and answering our questions.
Yes.
And thank you guys
Thanks, guys.
for
Thank
you
coming
very
and
much.
watching, and you at home that couldn't join here.
Thank you.